If I'm to wake you up today and ask you, who are you? Who are you? The first thing that will come to my mind, oh, I'm Stacey, I'm Stacey, I'm Stacey. But then if I ask you, who are you aside your name? Who are you aside your name? Who are you? Tell me, tell me. I'm going to be lost. I am. That's what happens to most of us. That is what happens to most of us. We are lost when it comes to our identity. We are literally lost. And if you don't know your identity, how can you know where you're going to? If the fish thinks it's supposed to be walking on land, how is it going to migrate to where it's supposed to go to? If the monkey thinks it's supposed to be swimming, how is it supposed to get bananas? How is it going to make a family in the trees? Right? How is it going to be swinging and helping its arms, building its muscles? You're going to be losing out on a lot of things if you do not know your identity. Let me ask you this question. On top of your head, okay? In 1 second, give me an answer. Who are you? Now you realize that on top of our heads, the only thing that comes to mind when we're asked, who are you, is our names. And if you take the name out, the next framework we fall back onto is education. If it's not your name, it's education. Now, without these two, who are you? What can you say about yourself? Who are you? How can you describe yourself? You know why you are still trying to please people? You know why you can't say no when you know you don't want to do something, but you just say yes because you don't want people to think you're not nice? Do you know why you still do that? Do you know why it's like you are acting desperate? Do you know why desperation is there? When the identity of a thing is not known, confusion is inevitable. I know of an interesting story, right? An eagle laid an egg, but unfortunately the egg went to join the eggs of a duck. So the eagle grew up with the duck. Now, the ducks don't fly as high as the eagles. They just waddle in the water. And the eagle was trying to be like that. But inherently, there was much more. There was a greater potential that was in the eagle that it had to discover. It had to find its identity. Because from unlocking its identity, it could access the plethora of potentials available to it. And once the eagle was able to identify that I do not belong with the ducks, even if the ducks did not like it, if they were calling me names, if they're going to call me the ugly duckling, whatever consequences are going to come from that, once I know my identity, I know where I'm going, or I have an idea of where I could be going. Do you understand? Who are you? So many people today do not know who they are. They do not have an identity aside their name and their education. They do not know who they are, and therefore they don't have an idea of where they are going to. They don't have an idea of what vision they could have for their lives. They are moving with the wind. The first step to making your life better, the first step to actually breaking through the success that everyone wants, the very first step is knowing who you are. You've got to know who you are. You've got to identify it. It's imperative that you know who you are.